to the world of sailing. We're here at the Hoya Lymington Cup, and there's no doubt about who's stealing the show. It's Danishman Morten Henriksen.
He's a maths teacher who's taken time out from exams to be here. His stiffest task is still to come when he takes on the vastly experienced Peter Homburg in the semi-finals.
But what does he make of the event on his first ever visit? I've been finding out. Day one of the regatta was the first time Danishman Morten Henriksen stepped inside the Royal Lymington Yacht Club. Henriksen teaches maths and PE, and exam time has always coincided with this event.
This is the first time here, and I'm really impressed with such a small village. It's nice, and the yacht club and the way things are organized is just marvelous. So far I'm really happy, yeah.
After a momentary blip in the round robins, Henriksen's form throughout the rest of the regatta has been consistent and top class.
We knew we had a chance, and if we played it well, we could do it. So, but I think to other people it may come as a surprise. But we've been practicing a lot and sailed a lot this spring, so no, for us it hasn't really been that big surprise, no.
The part-time sailor disposed of Magnus Holmberg in the quarterfinals. If he beats Peter Holmberg in the semis, another full-time professional, Chris Law, awaits him in the final. Both have their future at stake. Henriksen has nothing to lose, and that's his trump card.
I think that's one thing that we have to look at, is that those guys that we are competing against, they're doing it every time, and they need the wins to stay up there. We are poorly amateurs almost, so we do it, just for the fun of it. And I can enjoy losing if I lose to somebody who's better.
Neither Denmark nor the US Virgin Islands have appeared on the winners' list. Perhaps 1997 will change that.
The Lymington Cup saw plenty of action through the round-robin and quarter-final stages. The silver medalist John Merricks was an early casualty, being knocked out in the round-robins. And the top-ranked sailor here, Magnus Holmberg from Sweden, was defeated in the quarters by Morten Henriksen after the controversial black flag incident when Magnus failed to take a penalty and was sent home. French ace Bertrand Passé was beaten by Britain's Chris Law, who sailed through the competition losing only one race to claim his place in the final. And Morten Henriksen's opponent in the semi-final was the other Homburg, Peter, from the US Virgin Islands.
I love match racing. Match racing, I think, is the best. Traditional sailing, it's not exciting. I like match racing for several things. One, it's understandable for the public, and I'd love to see our sport get more in the mainstream. I mean, there's no reason sailing should not be amongst the very best sports and money into it, etc. We can make livings doing it. As far as general sailing, match racing puts a premium on all the key components of your skills, of sailing skills. And so by being a good match racer, you can naturally step right into fleet racing and do just fine. I'm a quiet skipper, I think. And I take input from everybody. John Cutler's my tactician, and he's our tactician for our America's Cup project as well. And we work well together, we communicate all the time. But one thing about match racing, there are incidents where you don't have room or time to talk about it, and then I'll obviously make a decision.
Peter Holmberg, the most laid-back skipper in the event. So it's Caribbean Peter Holmberg in the semi-final against the Dane Morten Henriksen to decide who will race Chris Law already through to the final. After the all-important pre-start jousting, the course is a simple windward leeward. Twice round and then a run with spinnakers up to the finish. Over now live to our commentators Titch Blatchford and Eddie Warden-Owen.
We're seeing the start of the third race of the semi-final between Peter Homburg of the US Virgin Islands and Morten Henriksen of Denmark. Morten is 2-0 up. This could be the decider.
Full speed. Tacking away. Roll the boat good. Speed build.
We've got 45 seconds to go.
Still very close to the line.
Homburg tacks, Henriksen tacks. Now they've got to judge the distance. 35 seconds to go, and they're only about 20 seconds from the starting line. They've got 10 seconds to burn away.
Holmberg losing a bit of time there. He's now...
Now I think Homburg's in control here. But it can all change. Henriksen realizes that he's not in control of this situation. He's going high. 15 seconds to the start. Henriksen further ahead.
Go.
They've got to time this to perfection. 6 seconds. 5, 4. Henriksen looks close, looks very close. He's having to go down. Is he over the line? No, it's all clear. Fantastic start from both boats.
Look at the lane, look at the lane.
Henriksen in control. Can he hang in there? Remember, he's going to get slightly deflected wind from the boat on his leeward side. And yes, Henriksen's having to tack away. Holmberg is ignoring him. There's still a little bit of tide going from right to left in the picture, so it's favoured to be where Holmberg is. There's less tide on the left-hand side. Look at the concentration as we sail on board here.
Got the boundary line coming up here.
Trying to make the right decisions.
Let's take that. Ready, guys?
Going back with him now. Good crew work from the boys on board. He may be in less current, but there seems to be a little bit more wind on this side of the course. Henriksen's sailing a bit higher, and he's tacking back. Now he'll be the right-of-way boat as the two boats converge. Who's going to be ahead? Nip and tuck at this point.
Holmberg's looking my favourite at the moment there, Ed, I think.
It's going to be very close.
Very close.
Looks
Very
to me
close.
as if Henriksen's got the drop. He's going to force Holmberg to tack, or Holmberg's going to dip him. Henriksen's well ahead.
To make him tack.
Forcing him to tack. Is he protesting? Yes, there's a flag gone up. It looks as if Holmberg tacked too close.
And a green flag.
No infringement.
And Morten Henriksen goes on to win this race to reach the final against the renowned Chris Law.
We haven't met really that many times. We met in the semi-finals in the European some years ago where we won 2-0, but then he beat us in the round robin here, and I think he's got a really, really strong crew with him, so have I. So we're looking forward to some really good and interesting racing.
So does Britain's top match racer fear Henriksen and the team from Denmark.
The big thing is to not underestimate them and respect them. I just have such confidence in my guys to handle the boat well. We're going pretty well. I think it'll come down to whether I can get the better of him on the starts, I think.
An exciting prospect in store between newcomer Morten Henriksen and Chris Law. The best of 5 final in a couple of minutes.
Virtually every time you use the American Express card, you can earn membership reward points that can build up quicker than you'd think. Use them to treat yourself or share the pleasure. They could bring you more of a reward than you ever dreamt. Let the American Express card help you do more.
Downtown.
Anxiety? Anxiety's getting my waist back after having twins. I'm not getting rid of a few grey hairs. Clairol's Loving Care is gentle. It washes out in about 8 shampoos. Loving Care from Clairol. You have nothing to lose but the grey. And for longer lasting grey coverage, try Lasting Colour by Loving Care.
If you suffer pain at night and so have trouble getting to sleep, this is for you. New Panadol Night, the first and only painkiller to promise strong pain relief, combined with a gentle sleep aid that will help you rest peacefully. And so, wake feeling good. New Panadol Night, like an elephant, strong yet gentle. Have a great day.
The
There's a side to you that craves nature and purity. A side that's sheer mullah fruit corner. But then, your sentimental side says mullah crumble is the corner to cozy in with.
There's your frivolous side too. It yells that Mullah Crunch Corner is the chocolate taste to die for. Die for.
And what about your ritzy, glitzy, extravagant side? When all else fails, indulge yourself with Mullah Candy Corner. For every side of you, there's a corner.
A frustrating start to the final at Lymington. Most of the day was spent anchored in the western Solent, waiting patiently for some wind to appear. Eventually the murk cleared and the sun provided a gentle sea breeze and racing got underway. Let's join commentators Titch Blatchford and Eddie Warden-Owen.
Race 1 of the final. The red shirts and blue jib, that's Chris Law. And on the left-hand side, the grey shirts and yellow jib of Morten Henriksen.
Stop it. Mine.
Morten Henriksen watching his every move. Not noticing the umpires getting in the way.
Stop the boat.
Both boats turning up into the wind. Wanting to make sure they don't get too far from the line. Now this is an interesting situation because Henriksen is in control here. Can Law tack? Henriksen's going to follow him, luffing.
Chris Law did very well to get across the top of Henriksen there, and now sailing away towards the committee boat end of the line.
Both of them sailing towards the right-hand side of the starting line. Now it's the timing, time on distance. Law will make his first move in a minute. He's going to turn the boat round and he'll tack Henriksen. Here he goes, going into a jibe. He's on starboard jibe, so he's a right-of-way boat. Henriksen luffs to avoid him. Now it's Henriksen's turn to make his move back to Law. Law's decided he wants to lead into the starting line. Light winds, about 8 to 10 knots of breeze. This is where you've got to keep the boat moving, keep acceleration. Law trying to block Henriksen. Henriksen luffs, tries to get some separation. Law follows him, trying to force Henriksen to tack.
Tacked, hasn't he?
Speed now, speed. Law is trying to protect the left-hand side. You can see he's sailing higher, getting as close as he can to Henriksen. And he does, he's just under his bow now. Henriksen holding his course, yes, he's going to have to tack.
Tacking.
Speed. 18 seconds to the start. Now it's all on here, speed. Henriksen's got good speed. Law's not going to make the leeward end of the line, so he's going to have to tack. Henriksen's in control. 2 seconds, that was the start. Henriksen made a much better start of the committee boat with good speed. Law having to tack. I think Henriksen came off the line with more speed. And of course, when they come back together, Henriksen will be on starboard tack. Now it's all about the wind and the speed and sailing the boat. Henriksen thinking more about wind and current. He knows there's less current on the side of the course that he's going to. He's going to be coming back at Law with starboard tack advantage.
Chris has picked up a bit of a gust there over on the left-hand side.
Chris Law sailing a little higher. They're trying to decide when to go back and attack him. And when they do go back, they'll be on starboard tack. They'll have right-of-way advantage. Law will have to take avoiding action if they're close.
Yeah, there's some coming down.
attack? Should we?
Getting close to the ley line now if he's not ahead, and he's going into attack. Now we'll see how close they are together. Good timing by the crew. Henriksen looks as if he's ahead. Now it's Law's problem. He's got to keep clear of Henriksen. What is he going to do? He's going to dip him. Crossing behind. Henriksen ignores him. He knows he's clear ahead. Now Law trying to decide what he should do. And he tacks. I think Law's accepted that Henriksen's going to be around first. He's not pushing the situation. Okay, so Law's accepted he's behind. Henriksen going to be 1 to 1.5 boat lengths ahead of the first mark. Yellow boat tacking. Yellow boat bearing away. Spinnaker going up.
Yes, and Law coming round the mark now, just behind him. His crew hoisting the spinnaker very quickly. Good set by Law there, not quite so good by Henriksen.
James Stagg on the bow. Notice that the spinnaker pole's not up yet.
Bang out.
Now he connects it, pushes it out. They don't need to use the spinnaker pole to set these spinnakers. The trimmers are so good. Now Law has the advantage. He's behind. He's going to watch his every move. Henriksen going into a jibe. Law jibes too, and it's showing that too straight away. Law has made a huge gain. The 1.5 boat lengths reduced to virtually nothing. Nip and tuck. It's all tactics here. Controlled aggression. It's light winds. Law catching him up. The rules are so complex that these boats are doing their utmost to keep clear of one another.
Chris jibing away there and back again.
The important thing here that Law has starboard advantage. He's on the left-hand side of Henriksen. They're close to the leeward mark. Can Law get an overlap? Henriksen pointing out there is no overlap as they come to the leeward mark. Look at them holding the spinnaker up till the very last second. Total concentration of this crew. Law watching his opponent. Law coming into the leeward mark with an enormous amount of speed. Look at it, he's made a huge gain. He's nearly back in the lead by carrying the spinnaker as late as possible. He's going to point higher. He's going to have to force. He will force Henriksen to tack. Now Law can't tack because of the proximity of Henriksen, but he's doing a very nice job of squeezing him. Henriksen forced to tack away. Victory at the moment to Law. Law's in the lead. Henriksen being forced to go out into more current. Law ignoring him, deciding he wants the right-hand side of the course. That's where Henriksen went to the first time. Law tacking for the weather mark, now firmly in control. Excellent crew work by this team.
Okay, go Hoyts, go.
James Stagg pulling as hard as he can on that spinnaker halyard. Jib down, excellent teamwork. They really are doing a good job. Henriksen going for it this time, no spinnaker pole. This will slow down his hoist. But Henriksen's made a gain. He's still fighting. Jibing, attacking Law. Here he goes again, jibing back, Law jibing with him. They're only 100 meters from the finish. But Henriksen's making a good job of it. He's fighting back. But at the finish, Chris Law takes it. Blue flag, Law first across the line.
Yeah, I lost the start actually. We wanted the left. We thought there was more wind in the left, but the effect of the current, you can see the tide line out there, and he crossed ahead of us. But we got him tight into the bottom mark, slow, so we could go wide. So he does a tight turn, we come in with pace and tack, and if he tacks with us, chances are we're going to spit him out. That's what happened.
We gave it away. I mean, we were ahead and our genius sheet goes off. So we have to tack and makes obviously a really bad tack. Have to go back out into the current and that's where we lose the race. So anyway, we've got them. Don't worry. Oh yeah.
Misplaced confidence, perhaps. Now a change of boats for race 2. Henriksen in blue, Law in yellow. Law won the start and confidently led the Dane all the way round the course. He's now 2-0 up in the best of 5. And back to our live commentary.
2 minutes now, Chris. Third race of the final of the Hoya Lymington Cup. Chris Law on the right with the yellow jib. Morten Henriksen in blue. Law with the advantage. And Law in total control here. Third race, third and probably final race if Law wins this. Best of 5 series. Henriksen luffing around the spectator boat. One big low. 1 minute 15 seconds. I think Law's being quite clever here, but no, he's attacking. He's coming back at him. Law on starboard tack. He's the right-of-way boat. Henriksen having to sail high to keep clear of him. Law still in control. Henriksen having to tack to keep clear, which he does. Protest flag by Law, protest flag. Henriksen didn't keep clear soon enough. What are the umpires going to say? Blue flag, penalty to Henriksen. That's a real disaster. Law sailing very well. Big advantage to Law. Henriksen will have to do a circle to exonerate himself, and Law's coming back for more. Jiving onto starboard. Attacking, he's not going to let him off the hook. He really wants to win this trophy. Henriksen's got to sail high, he's got to keep clear, he's got a committee boat in the way. 5 seconds, Law jiving. Now Law's got a problem. He's the windward boat, he has to keep clear. Henriksen hits it. Gun goes, protest flags from both boats. What's the jury going to do? Blue flag. Penalty to Henriksen, 2 blue flags. He's never going to come back from that ditch. What do you think?
Well, now he's got to take one of those penalties immediately.
Stand by tack. Tacking now.
Now we see the collision from on board Chris Law's boat. Henriksen on the leeward side here. Their boats collide.
Keep going, wait to look. Wait to look.
A lot of shouting going on. This is the view from the helicopter. Law on the right-hand side of the red shirt. See how they slide together. Henriksen's got to give him room to keep clear, and he doesn't. The boats collide.
Law now 3 boat lengths ahead. Masterful stroke at the start there by Law. Totally in command.
And going round the weather mark now, hoisting the spinnaker. Very, very difficult in these light conditions.
Now Law has to keep his eye out on Henriksen because Henriksen's the right-of-way boat. He's looking at him underneath the boom. James Stagg taking his time. They know they've got a good lead. They've just got to sail very relaxed, very carefully, looking out for wind.
With the pole if you can.
But it's a big difference in the distance between the boats from the previous races.
They're going now.
Henriksen a long way behind, and he's still got a penalty to do, remember. The only thing he can hope for is that the wind, the sea breeze, dies away, so that he can slowly claw back. This is the run, the first run. There's the leeward mark. He's got one windward leg and a leeward leg to try and catch up Chris Law and do his penalty. Law's crew sailing very, very nicely in this light condition. As they come down to the finish of the 1997 Hoya Royal Lymington Cup, flag goes up, Chris Law, his team in red, they've done an excellent job.
Thanks, Jagger. Not bad for an old boy, Chris. Put my bra on next time.
You had him on that start.
Good job.
Congratulations all round. They've only dropped 1 race in the whole regatta, and the youngster from Denmark, Morten Henriksen, we'll be seeing him again. Very good sailing.
It's a clean win, you know. I think we won 15 races on the trot. We lost the first race on Monday or Tuesday, whenever it was, and we won every one since. We've taken out some good people, and it may, you know, the guys are just brilliant, as you saw today.
So Britain's Chris Law takes the coveted Royal Lymington Cup for the second time. He last won here in 1994. His ranking now climbs to 6th in the world, confirming his top position here in the UK.
I'm now no longer pretentious. I was arrogant and I was pretentious, but I don't care particularly what I look like, I don't care particularly what I wear, and I just say what I think. Any place, any time, mate. We'll meet you any keelboat. Take them on, let's perform. Let's not just talk about it, let's perform. I think at my age now, I'm very, very lucky to be able to compete at this level. All these youngsters keep trying to come and bite me up the backside, and we're there still fighting. The focus now is the America's Cup, and I would love to play a part of the British America's Cup Challenge.
So at 44 years old, Chris Law proves he's right up there with the very best sailors in the world.
And it's great to see the new, more relaxed Chris Law still turning on the style. Join us next week for a World of Sailing special. It's offshore powerboats taking centre stage.
Well, next week you can see the World of Sailing special at the earlier time